every company that works in infrastructure needs to decide on a vertical or on a unique skills. I think they need to specialize or at least have one or two products that they will focus on, because it will be very hard to follow the full wide spectrum. I think if you're trying to follow, the regular infrastructure, there are many projects, or trying to follow the unique infrastructure, you really need to be on the tip of your toes. You really need to be on the best of your game. So, for example, if we want to talk about very regular infrastructure, cookie cutter model, basically, there are major roads being planned by Ministry of Transport right now. There is still going on a lot of working with the Ministry of Housing projects. There are thousands, there are 300,000 or 400,000 units planned in the next 10 years. And the number is increasing, by the way. It's not decreasing, unfortunately. So the cookie cutter model projects, the modular projects, the companies that wants to work without much of changes. They want to do regular work, get the project done on time, because that infrastructure will still be very similar. It might have some changes, but it might not change a lot, especially when talking about residential or commercial or hoteliers or stuff like that. So you need to have a regular model, very price resistant, and if the market of raw materials changes, or the market of infrastructure, construction and material changes, you really need to be resistant to that, because that's how these projects work. You need to have long-term contracts. I've been a chief strategy officer for the industrial cities in Saudi Arabia. You have the PIF projects, you have the Giddiyas projects, the King Salman Park projects. These projects will create multiple infrastructure requirements and unique infrastructure requirements. I imagine we will see the future infrastructure that is smartly run, that is probably technology linked, and this is something that all the infrastructure companies need to think about. With that, you can just easily get in that corridor, fix everything, and come out. Nothing will be disturbed. I was part of the National Project Management Association and National Project Management Agency, which is Mashru'at. And I was also part of building the national guidelines for project management for government agencies. And I've discussed it with at least probably 13 government agencies, which have the largest portfolios. I would stress on the project management aspect first. And second, I would like to tell you all that there is a guideline that we've worked on for about 2 years for all government agencies, and it's available online. It's with Expro. You can go to Expro and check it. There is a guideline for all project management. It has a phased methodology, 8 gates, and 8 gates of project management. And please, it's meant for the government. But if you want to work for the government, you might want to use it. And also, there are 2 academies that I'm very proud to have been at least part of, or at least in the beginnings. One academy with Expro, which is basically for spending efficiency and projects. And there is another academy which might be of concern to you by my colleagues at the Saudi Contractor Agency, as SCA. There is also a contractors agency. They're planning to upskill all the people who work in construction industry. So please pay attention to that. Innovation in the construction in the industry is one of those weird things. It's because they take a long time, and people build up their business plans early on. In my mind, I think the easiest way to run with innovation is not to actually take 10 things. Just get one thing, do it right. And I believe modular is the next way to go for most of our non-unique projects. So we talk about housing, we talk about hotels. I'm a big fan of this technology. I think it's going to change the game of construction and infrastructure. Now, what if you ask me addressing societal concern? Now, one of my dreams was I think I've seen this technology in Germany. Was basically having recycled material and recycled construction material go back into construction industry. In economy, we have something we call it, cyclical economy. It just keeps going. It's like energy. It just changes forms. I would love to see where we don't a situation where we do not keep depleting the resources that we have. Try to recycle. Try to use recycled materials of construction. I would like to see a technology where you can get a house, crumble it, put it back, put 20%, build it again.